Alright, let's start off with the Traxxas Slayer Pro 4x4. This is the upgrades we did throughout the winter time until now. Anyways, the last time I ran this, I did not check the bearings. I knew it was stiff, but I didn't check it. I just went right out and played with it. But anyways, I went through all the bearings, tire bearings and axle bearings, and cleaned them all up, so now everything spins freely. It was pretty stiff. We'll be running on slicks. These are S4 from GRP Racing. These are belted slicks, really nice. But we got our new hobby infrared temp gun. Stick it right on in there, get a better gauge to it. We got that Sonic Tonic. I've charged this for like 2 days straight, and it still did not charge all the way. It still was charging, so that's different. But we got a clear body for the Revo, and I enjoy this clear body. Very nice. Be able to see everything right away. So let's take this bad boy off and let's go through it. So as you can see, we have the Revo front bumper. We put the exo carbon wing on there. We got the rear wing mount and bumper. And I also, since we're right here, we put the 5th scale Baja buggy. This is the silencer for it. I think it was like 20 bucks. But anyways, this is quiet down at the park. It does take away from the high-end RPM. Yep, we got the front sway bar and the rear sway bar, which they work just fine. No problems there. And how you stiffen them is by lowering your arm onto the sway bar link. That way it just stiffens it up a little bit. So let's come on over. We have the 20 kg servo for single steering. We have a 20 kg servo for throttle and brake. Works really well. If you guys have problems with your brakes, take them apart and then take the outer housing and the brake pad off. And there's silicone behind there. Take that silicone off there, get some tire glue, and just a dab or two on each side, squeeze it together, 10 seconds, put it back on there. You'll never lose them again, they won't fall apart. But anyways, I took a spring from a pen and I clipped it in half, put it in between my brakes, and now they never touch. Don't wear them out very, this brake pad's been on there for about a year, so very happy about that. We put, what was this, gold? I believe these are gold. Hard to tell, gold or yellow springs in the front. Oops. And then we got some double silver on the back, or gray. Can't really remember. You could look them up real quick. We got a Revo center diff in the center. We have a Robinson Racing 18-tooth hardened steel bell clutch, and behind that bell clutch we have 2 ceramic bearings. They are the 15 by 11 by 4 ceramic bearings. Behind that we have a Hot Racing lightweight flywheel. It has a 3-shoe clutch on there. Very nice to have is a slipper clutch eliminator. Super nice. Never have to worry about a slipper clutch anymore, direct power. But we'll go right here to the 34-tooth Hot Racing hardened steel spur gear. There's a little wobble to it, but it always has. We went through and we repinched the sleeve for the 3.3 with a pipe fitter from Home Depot. Anyways, there's a video for the Traxxas Slayer, or it's a Traxxas Revo playlist. It shows the guy doing it. I don't take any credit for it. He done it. I copied him, and it worked just fine. Anyways, we went and replaced the bearings. We put some Fast 80 bearings in there. You take the covering for the bearings. Excuse me. You take the covering for the bearings off the center, and you leave one on the front. Put that right on in, not a problem. Do it the bug way, so much easier. Anyways, we got tons of compression. Oh yeah, so we're good there. New piston rod and cotter pin. With that in, we cleaned up the bell crank, and I think that's really it. I went through and resized the carb for the, just put it all back to stock. If you guys have problems with nitros, put it all back to stock and just dial it back in to every day whenever you use it. Just dial it back in to when it runs good. And after doing that for a few months, you know, you'll get used to tuning your nitro, listening to your nitro, knowing how it sounds, how it's supposed to sound, dialing the temperature, doing it however you want to. As long as you let these bad boys run cool, you can run them all day long. But it is very important to learn how to tune a nitro. Even before you get one, it's nice to know how to tune a nitro. If not, you're going to be struggling. It took me, like the first 6 months I was struggling. I ain't going to lie to nobody. I was having a hard time. But after watching so many videos and just understanding what people are doing, their way of doing it, instead of trying to think of my way of doing it but not knowing anything, I understand. I finally got it. So now I have 2 nitros. Well, Leah has one and I have one. So other than that, this bad boy is ready to go. Hopefully this weekend is supposed to stay true to 75. We'll be able to go out and about and have some fun. Maybe take it to the skate park, but I really want to make this my road car. Just keep it on the road, keep the dirt out of it. It's my little shelf queen. It's my first nitro I've ever owned, so to me it's special. Anyways, let's go to the bottom. I haven't even showed you the bottom yet. Scoot this out of the way. So the bottom, we have an aluminum arm on the servo. We have a hot racing servo saver arm. It's a hard word to say. New plastic drive shafts. The one bad thing about this car is nobody makes metal drive shafts. It's all plastic, and if you push just a little bit, like right here, there's only so much holding on. There's not much holding on at all, but if you wear these out and you push right there, you can push them out. So hopefully somebody one day will come out with some metal drive shafts. I know you can get some MIP ones, but you have to put them together. Like out of 3 different, kits. So it's not really what anybody wants to do. I'm not too sure where I got this bottom guard at. It says Traxxas on it. It's probably from China. Hard to say, but everything's held up pretty well. Very happy about it.